And we're live. Okay, it is the 11th. You guys, we're already almost halfway through June, which is so crazy. Like, we're literally halfway through the year already, which is crazy. But okay, I'm gonna share my screen. That's just like mind-blowing to me. Tonight we are gonna talk about following up. What is this? Oops, I almost canceled the meeting. Okay, tonight we're going to talk about following up, which is something we haven't really talked a lot about recently, but it's one of our vital behaviors. Inviting will always be the number one income producing activity because you have to plant those seeds, but following up is where the magic freaking is. So first, just going to dive into our recognition. Move this out of my way here. And I want to welcome you guys. Look at all these new coaches just this past week. We have 9 new coaches on our team this last week, which is so freaking exciting. So I'm going to go through this list and try not to botch some names. We got Brittany A, Trevor Norgal, Jared Norgal, Anna Christensen, Treya Freer. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Natalie Fisk, Genevieve Sprung, Rachel Fulton, and Megan Jastad. Wow, that is amazing. Welcome, new coaches. We're so excited to have you on here with us. So exciting. On the board already, we have a lot of names up here, which is equally as exciting. For Successful Points, we have Kimberly, Kelsey, Jessica DeMuth, Shannon, Anna Christensen, and Allison Waney with 4. And I want to give a quick shout out to Anna Christensen, who signed up. And I think it was the same day she signed up a coach under her, one of her good friends right away. So huge shout out to you, Anna, for jumping in right away, getting your girlfriends on board with you. That's awesome. I always recommend just reaching out to your best friends, besties right away. Easiest way to get started and do it together. And then locked in, I have 6. And then I want to give another really, really big shout out to Caitlin Meyer. I'm just going to stop here for a second because I don't know if you guys saw the post that I made. She really deserves some really big recognition because Caitlin is somebody who we went back and forth, and I would always check in on her. Because she always told me how badly she wanted, what her vision was and everything. And I never said, you have to do this, but I just kept nudging her and reminding her of what she told me. And so often it was I just need money and I don't have the money to go to Summit, this, that, and the other thing. And I so badly wanted to be this is an opportunity to make money, but you have to put in the work. And guess what? She put in the work, and she said, she invited what felt like thousands of people. And because she showed up every day, they're finally coming around. And so she's crushing Success Club. She's almost to Diamond. And so huge shout out and congratulations to you, Caitlin, for sticking with it and just showing up to let people see that this is the real deal. And yeah, so awesome job, Caitlin. All right, moving on to a couple of announcements. Some of these, again, are still up here. So reminder, our team workouts every Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. This coming Saturday is my bridal shower. So I will not be able to hop on. If somebody else wants to take over that, that would be really awesome. I can post a Zoom link for you all to hop on and all of that. So again, you just hop on Zoom, you push play on your own workout, but it's like a virtual team workout. So it looks really good on social media, being able to share the team aspect when inviting people to coaching kind of thing to show them that you're part of a team. Morning Meltdown 100, those of you that are maybe new, or aren't really in the know yet, this is our newest program that is launching next month. As coaches, we have the opportunity to purchase it earlier than anyone else. There's going to be some pre-workouts before the program actually launches for VIP early access. So we'll have, I don't remember exactly, I want to say 10 workouts they're going to have available for like the pre-purchase people before we officially start it. But start talking about it. Just real quick rundown, there are 100 workouts. It's not necessarily 100 days because it's designed for you. They're like 20 to 30 minutes only. So Jericho said she designed it so that you could double up a day, or, it could go longer than 100 days. You could do it quicker than 100 days, less than 100 days if you or if you double up on workouts. But there are 100 workouts. The idea is to get it done in the morning. And yeah, so this is going to be a huge one for people, like that challenge when 80 Day Obsession launched. People just wanted that challenge of like completing an 80-day fitness program. So I think having that 100 workout mark and giving people something to like challenge them is going to be really, really awesome. So start talking about it in your posts. I'm going to create an info group that you guys are welcome to add people in, or if you would like to be in my info group and then run your own and just kind of see what I'm doing, you're welcome to do that too, just so your people are seeing you post. That's totally fine. Super weekend. Those of you in Wisconsin or wherever you are, Super Weekend is our quarterly training event. Every quarter, Beachbody does these live coaching events that we get to go to in whatever area that you're in. Ours here in Wisconsin, July 28th. And then summit announcement. If you are a new coach, this Friday, I know this is short notice because we have a lot of new coaches like just recently, but Summit is our annual training event that is like a must go to. It is investing in your business, the best training that you're going to get. So much fun. There's rooms available. I know I have room in my room. I think Kelsey has room in her room. So if you've thought at all about it, I want to really encourage you to just go for it. This Friday is the last day to register online. And so definitely put a lot of consideration into that, because it's a really amazing opportunity for your business, and then to be part of our team, be there with us. There's a lot more of us going this year, which is super exciting. And that is July 11th. That Thursday is the 11th through Sunday. So if you want to mark it on your calendar, talk to your significant other, whatever it is, highly recommend attending that. So, okay, that is what we have for announcements. So we're going to jump in if I can stop sharing. Okay, so we're going to talk about following up. And that's one of our vital behaviors. It's on your business activity tracker. Follow up with people you've invited, right? And so I have been, I'm going to say blessed with the opportunity to be on some calls with a lot of like top coaches recently. And one thing that has come up a lot, which is always nice to hear, that, these coaches earning millions a year, hearing their struggles, not that I want anyone to struggle, but it's like, okay, they struggle too. Like, it's not just me, it's not just you. And one common theme that has been said on the past 3 calls that I was on was, I have 50 people a day or 30 people a day or however many people a day I invite, and maybe 1 or 2 respond that they're interested. You're going to invite a shit ton of people, and you're going to either hear no, or they're not going to respond. That is going to happen more than people that respond and say, yes, I'll take more information. It sucks to hear that, but I need you to hear that and know that it's not you. It is not a direct reflection of you. It is, they don't have enough information. They have not seen you posting enough about it. They want to keep watching you before they, decide like, yeah, I'll take more information or whatever it may be. You have to plant that seed though. The majority of the people that join me are either like you know, there are some people who join right away. Those are the rare unicorns that join right away or whatever. But the majority of people, I still am talking to people that I reached out to when I first started 4 years ago, and they still haven't joined me, but they haven't told me no. They just are, it's still not the right time. And you know what? I'm still confident that someday they will. But the majority of people are like people that I invited 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And the reason I consistently hit Success Club is because I'm doing all of the things, especially following up. I planted that seed by inviting them. I sent a private message inviting them to my next boot camp. They either ghosted me, said no, not right now, whatever it may be. Even people that say, yes, I'll take more information, usually they do not join me after that first invite, right? It's because I follow up with them, that they've watched me enough. I continue to show up. I continue to be proof of the product. I'm still doing, you know, personal development, getting results, like all the things. I'm still doing all the things. And because of that and following up, that is why they joined me. And one thing that I recently went back to, that is what I started doing when my business started to kind of, I don't want to say take off, but kind of started taking off, was this 2-day system, right? When we started, a lot of, like, if you're newer, you know, kind of at the beginning of this year, we started to just like all migrate to Instagram, and it was like sending 52 invites a day and like kind of leaving Facebook behind, which is totally fine. But in that transition of going to Instagram, I myself stopped this 2-day system that I used to do. And so what I would do is I would go through my Facebook friends, and then I would, like, you know, mark off, like I left off on the letters AB. Like I would mark off where I left off with my invites, just going through my Facebook friends. So I'd go through my Facebook friends, I would write them down or however, and then 2 days after I sent that first invite, I would go back and I would follow up with them. Usually the majority of them would not respond at all. In my message, my follow-up message would just say, hey, just checking to see if you got my last message. I know what it's like to see something and then totally forget. And that prompted people to respond. A lot of it was like, no, thank you, I'm not interested. But there were a lot more people that would say, oh, I did forget, I'll take more information. You have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Yes, some people do just straight up ignore you. But honestly, I bet any of you that have my phone number, there's probably been 1 or 10 times that you've texted me and I've not responded, and it wasn't because I was like, I don't want to respond to you right now. It's because I look at something while I'm doing something else and then I forget to come back to it. Like, I'm notorious for doing that. And so you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. And so with that, you know, especially with the new coach mentorship, I teach, you know, inviting the notebook method, right? You invite people, you write their name down on your notebook, and then you circle the people that want more information, and then you make a separate list or whatever of the people that are interested. So this is your like hot list of people to follow up with. So what I've started doing is what I initially was doing that got my business to sort of kind of like take off. So I invite my people on Instagram. I go through the people that are following me, I write them down, and I write the date at the top. So today, 6/11, and then in 2 days from now, on the 13th, I wish I had a PowerPoint because I don't want to get off track. So stay with me. Ask questions if you have them, please. So 2 days from now, on the 13th, I'm going to say, okay, 2 days from now was the 11th. So I'm going to come back to where it says 6/11, and I'm just going to type in all these Instagram handles, and I'm going to copy paste the same exact message. Hey, just checking to see if you got my last message. I know what it's like to see something and then totally forget, LOL, or whatever it is. If you want to use emojis, whatever sounds like you, right? And with doing that, I only started doing this again a month ago. I've had so many more people responding to me. I've had conversations started. A lot of people still give me the price objection, but they know the price. And then I can follow up with them because now they have all the information and hopefully they're budgeting for it and that kind of thing. You're never not going to get price objections. That's another thing that's always going to happen. You just really have to pump up the value and be as excited as you can in sending messages and all of that stuff. And then, you know, if they do respond, then like before I used the tracking system that I have now, because I was not talking to as many people, or I didn't have as many people responding to me, I would literally go in my phone in the calendar. That is not the calendar. I would go in the calendar, and 2 days from when they responded, I would write down like Caitlin Meyer, and I would set an alarm for 9 a.m. And then every day I would go on my calendar and be like, okay, who am I following up with today? Who responded to me 2 days ago, right? So it was just this like every 2 day kind of thing. And then if it got to the point where I sent them a couple messages and they just stopped responding, then I would like and comment on something on their page to just be like, hey, I'm still here. But then I would schedule follow-up for 90 days out, right? I'm going to give them time. I talked with them. Hopefully they're still following me on social media because I'm posting every single day. I planted that seed. We had a conversation. 90 days from now, I'm going to follow back up and say, hey, I hope everything is going well. I'm not sure if you saw, but I'm enrolling for my next boot camp and just wanted to see if this is a better time. So that is my follow-up 90 days from now, right? We've had the conversation. I'm just following up with you. Is this a better time kind of thing? If they say, you know, it's not really a better time, or yeah, you know, I'm really glad you reached back out, or I've been following you, whatever it may be. And if it's not a better time, then I'm going to schedule another follow-up. Okay, like when do you think would be a good time for me to check back in? Because I run my boot camps every single month. And they'll be like, oh, you know, I think 2 months that would give me a better time. Okay, I'm going to schedule a follow-up, whether it's in the calendar, my phone, or if you have another system that you use, I'm going to schedule a follow-up. I'm going to write down Caitlin Meyer on August 24th or whatever. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to follow up with her then. But you have to follow up with people. And by doing this 2-day thing, again, I used to do this for like so consistently on Facebook, and I was hitting like Success Club 20 to 30 every single month, and I was just invite, and then I was following up with them 2 days later, and I just had this like continuous system. Okay, you didn't respond to me after 1 or 2 follow-ups, then I'm going to come back to you, you know, whenever I come back to you in my friends list, right? Okay, so does anyone have questions about that like 2-day kind of system? Okay, if you guys do, ask them in the chat. Now is the time. Okay, so now I kind of want to talk about, you know, I started running my business on Facebook, and everything's kind of transitioned over to Instagram. Facebook is not dead, right? I transitioned over to Instagram and I grew following, and I think everyone needs to be on Instagram because we're expanding to another country, which we'll find out at Summit. And in order to connect with those people, you have to be on Instagram. If you want to grow more, Instagram is just bigger. There are more people on there. It's easier to find people in different countries on Instagram. And Instagram stories are just like totally the jam if you're showing up every single day, right? But again, Facebook is not dead. And I started going back to Facebook, and I just, for a while, I was like, well, I need to post different things on Facebook and Instagram. But now I just copy and paste the same post on Facebook and Instagram because it's convenient. I've, you know, been growing my following in a different way. Yeah, so definitely be on both platforms, because why not be in front of more people if you have the opportunity? You want to get yourself in front of as many people as you can. So definitely at least 2 platforms. And so I want to kind of share with you how I keep track of people on Facebook. It's very kind of different. You have to kind of see what works for you. But one of our vital behaviors, this first one, or whatever, initiate connections and add followers / add friends, right? So I follow 50 to 100 people a day on Instagram. And to do that, I go to someone that was previously on The Bachelor, because I am just like obsessed with The Bachelor, and who is like sort of into fitness, but not super into fitness, because that's like kind of me, right? So it's somebody who I feel like I resonate with. So people that follow her are probably kind of like me. So find a big account that's like you. So I go to her page. I go to one of her recent posts that I like, because if people are liking a recent post, they're probably active Instagram users, right? You want people that are actively on Instagram. And I just go through the likes and I just follow 50 to 100 people. Like I'll do that like twice or something. And sometimes, like depending on like how much time I have, I'll go to their pages and I'll like a couple photos and follow them if their account is public. And so that's how, like, I'm adding on Instagram. And then on Facebook, I add about like 20 to 30. And I'm just going through suggested friends, either suggested friends, or if I find someone who is not a coach, who I'm like, I really think this person would be a great coach, I really feel like we're vibing here, then I'll go to their friends and I'll add people from their friends list, right? So I'm not just like doing kind of like random shit. I'm like being a little strategic about it and just like adding 20 people, okay? So that's what I'm doing on Facebook. And then with Facebook, I used Facebook friends lists. And I'm going to screen share and I'll show you. This is how I keep track of new people on Facebook. And I have a system that I stopped doing, and it's really kind of kicking me in the ass, that I should have just kept up with. Okay, so screen share. And this makes it easy too, so that you don't have to like have more notebooks and like more other systems. Okay, so this is my Facebook. I just went to my profile. Well, crap. First, creating friends lists. So over here on the left-hand side, where it says here under Explore, it says friends list, create list. And I just created one that's June 2019, right? So these are all the friends that I'm adding in the month of June of 2019. That's just easy for me. Okay, so then I'll go to my friends list. I'll click on recently added. And so this person, add to another list, put the cursor over here, and I'll add her to my June 2019 list. These are like, some of these people are people that I added today. I haven't done a lot today yet. I have to do more, but that's how I add them to the list, right? And then once or twice a week, I just come and I click on my June 2019 list and I'll just scroll this. And so it puts all the people that are in that list. I click on the list and it's like my own private newsfeed just with the people that are on that list. So it's a way for me to connect with only those people and not like have to go to each person's profile. It's just the people that are active on Facebook. I'll like and comment on a couple posts. Like, MG, her braids. Like, that's just something I would say. Love. Right, so that was just a genuine comment. I'm not like overthinking it. If I don't really have anything to say, then I'm not going to say it. And then with this, what I do, so I'll create one for July 2019, and then August 2019. And so I want to give people, Facebook is more of like a connect, in my opinion. So whatever you feel, okay, to me, Facebook is more connected than Instagram. So I know people like Amber Smith, for example, if you guys, she was on our team call a couple months ago. As soon as somebody accepts her friend request, she sends them an invite, right? And that's her and it works for her. If that is your jam, then do that. Okay, I'm just sharing my system. So know that what I do is not what you have to do. Okay, so June 2019, right? I'm gonna twice a week go to my friends list, like and comment on people's stuff so that hopefully I'm starting to show up in their newsfeed and we're building a connection sort of, right? And then in August, 2 months from now, I'm gonna start going through my June list and sending them invites. And the reason I'm skipping a month is because I'm still gonna be adding people up until June 30th. And then if I started July 1st, like I could potentially invite somebody that I just added. So I want to give them time to see my stuff, and for me to hopefully be able to like and comment on some of their stuff. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Honestly, it's just a copy and paste invite, because they're my words. Like, I share a lot of my scripts with you guys, but they're my words. So I hope that you'll take what I say and turn it into your own words to make it sound like you. Like, I know it doesn't feel yucky to me because I wrote it. I'm going to say the same thing whether I copy and paste or whether I type it out. So why not save time and just copy paste, right? I might type in their name, like, instead of saying like, hey girl. So I'm going to be like, hey Caitlin, not sure if you have any health fitness goals or if you'd be interested, but I'm about to kick off my summer boot camp with a group of ladies online and just wanted to see if you'd be interested in more info. let me know. Right? So super quick. That's just like my kind of invite. And so that's my system on Facebook. And then I'm going to write their name down. And then 2 days after I invite them, I'm going to follow up with them and say, hey, just checking to see if you got my last message. I know what it's like to see something and then totally forget. And then hopefully, you know, that provokes more responses to come back in. And then I'll like follow up again 2 days later. And I always do like 2 days of follow-ups twice. That way, if I miss a message, it's no more than 2 days since I've missed their message. So it's not like, oh shit, I completely missed your message 3 months ago because I scheduled a follow-up 2 days from now. It was only been 2 days, right? Okay. What another thing that I've been doing, so I have already gone through my entire Facebook friends list since I stopped using Facebook. Obviously now I'm getting back into it. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back through my Facebook friends list because I've already invited everyone. I've had conversations with everyone and I kind of stopped. In my conversations, because everything's discounted this month, I've been saying something like, hey, how are you, girlfriend? I know I've sent you a ton of messages, but I needed to reach back out because the workout package or the workout programs that I follow from home are discounted right now. And it's so rare that they do this. So I needed to follow back up. Have you given this any more thought? And I've just been sending that message to as many Facebook friends as I possibly can because I've already had a conversation with a lot of them. And so if you're new, you don't have really anyone to follow up with. That's why you have to be inviting like crazy, just sending, honestly, as many invites as you possibly can, going through your Facebook friends list, because what we have is a gift. And if you look at it like that, then you're never going to feel icky. If you in your head are like, I don't want to be salesy. Well, are you salesy? Are you trying to like be salesy? If the answer is no, then you're not salesy, right? To me, it's as simple as that. Like, just don't be salesy then. What we have is a gift. This has changed my life and it can change so many people's lives. And so if you look at it like that, just send the invite. Worst I can say is no, right? Did you die? No, you're fine. You're behind a screen. Okay. That's literally what I have for you guys. Following up, the follow-up is, the fortune is in the follow-ups. You're going to send a shit ton of invites. People are going to tell you no. You're going to get frustrated. Keep showing up. Keep sharing your journey. Be a product of the product. If you are not committed to a program right now, you need to recommit to a program. Take before photos. Call yourself out on social media and say, I'm recommitting, who's with me? Or invite them to just follow your journey, right? Whatever it may be. Recommit, get yourself some results, show up so that the people that you're inviting, they see you showing up every single day. They're like, okay, this is legit. This is the real deal or whatever. And then follow up with them. Let's see. Can you walk us through how you set that from the beginning? Do you mean my friends lists? Okay. Yep. I'll share again. Okay. So I'm going to go to my home page. Okay. So this is obviously from a computer. I do all of my Facebook stuff is all done from my computer. It's just easier like that. And so on the left-hand side here, it says friends lists. So I'm going to click on friends lists. And then if you create a new list, so I'll just create like a sample one. So Team Dynasty. And then if you have people right away, you can just add them like Kelsey Nagel, Shannon Yeager, right? So then, so this is my list. Oh, apparently. I don't know why it's not showing anything. Anyways, so yeah, that's how you create the list. And then go to friends list and here, whatever. And then to like add your new people to it, the way that you see like the people that accepted your friend request, like I don't go through, when I send a friend request, I don't write down every person that I added. I just go in here, friends. Now this is going to be slow. Recently added, and like her I already added in. So this girl, add to another list, June 2019. This girl, Rachel, new coach. So add her into Team Dynasty. So that's how you add them into a list. Just put the cursor over and then go and find your list that you want to add them into. And then like right here, she's already added. So I'm like, okay, that's all on this side. I've already added everyone from this side, so I can stop on this side, go to this side kind of thing. Yeah, I hope that helped. Off topic about follow-up, signing up discount coaches. What is a good respond? Does anyone have a answer to that? When people ask about putting in their social security number, I guess you could say, like, if you ever, decided to work the business, it's for tax purposes, but they don't use it for any other reason, it's very secure. I guess that's what I would say. And then, just a reminder, like, you don't have to work the business and you can cancel it at any time and all of your information will be deleted. Yeah, I think I've had that one time where someone was freaked out, and I think I said something along those lines of, like, if you ever decided to work the business, it's for tax purposes, but you're not required to do anything at all, kind of thing. So on Instagram, no, because there's not like friends list like that on Instagram. So I just follow, 50 to 100 people a day because I need to grow my following and hope. And growing your Instagram following is a slow process, but again, like, hashtags work really well right now. So creating your hashtag list, I spent a half hour today creating a new list to update mine. But on Instagram, I just go through the people who are liking my posts, the people who are watching my stories, and the people who are following me. So I go click on my followers list and I type in, like, the letter A, and then I'll go through all of the A's, and I'll type in the letter B and then go through all the B's. And I've gone through, like, I have new people coming in, but for the most part, I'm like my third time going through the alphabet. So a lot of them are like 3 or 4 times following up. A lot of people haven't responded at all. If I invite them like 4 or 5 times and they don't respond, but I see that they read it, then, like, I'll still, like, until they tell me no, I'm not interested, I'm going to keep sending them a message. Like, you're still following me for some reason. You chose to click that follow button. If you block me or delete me, like, that's fine. Then why are you following me in the first place? Like, you're in my business. You chose to follow me. So it doesn't bother me anymore when people tell me, like, no, I'm not interested kind of thing. I'm going to keep following up with them. But same thing, like, I just go through that list. I write their names down on here. Like, one side, I've done less invites. Like, I used to do 52 from Instagram. Now I just do 52 total. So I fill up one side with Instagram and one side with Facebook. So that's, like, the date is the same and it's a little more organized. But I write down their handle. If they respond that they're interested, I'll circle them. 2 days later, I'll come back and, follow up like that. But if I've invited them like 5 times or something and they haven't responded at all, but I've seen that they've read it, then I'll say something like, okay, girl, I see that you've opened all of my messages but haven't responded at all. LOL, what's holding you back? Or something like that, because again, like, they're still following me. They've opened all my messages. If they're that annoyed, then just unfollow. Like, it's really easy to, unfollow. Can anyone that sees my Instagram post? Yeah, I only invite girls. Like, I get a lot of weirdos that like and comment on my posts and stuff, and I just am like, well, you're helping with my engagement, so thanks for being weird. I guess. There are some weirdos. I've gotten a few dick pics, which is like, those people I block because I'm like, okay, that's a little excessive. I don't care for you to increase my engagement if I'm getting those. I should just start screenshotting them and being like, this guy just sent this to me. Sorry, pal. Better luck next life. How do you know who to unfollow? So for unfollowing, I use the app. It's called Cleaner. I think you have to have an iPhone for this, but it's called Cleaner. I'll try to show you the best that I can. And I believe I paid like $5 or something to upgrade. Don't quote me on that, but it's just like a one-time payment. And then it's super easy. So this is like my list of people. And the green arrow means like I'm following them and they're following me back. If there's a yellow arrow, scroll all the way to the bottom for the new people that I followed. Okay, so like these yellow arrows, I'll just, click on all the people that have yellow or whatever. So I will click on like 500 at a time, like as many yellows as there are. I'll click on all of them. And then I click on actions, unfollow, and then add to cloud queue. So by adding to cloud queue, it unfollows one person every like 90 seconds so that because if you do too many actions within a certain time frame, then Instagram blocks you. So I have it set to like one action every 90 seconds. So every 90 seconds, it just automatically unfollows someone for me. Yeah, that's how, I know I'm not split the people I am following. Yeah. Yep. So I just keep so Monday through Friday, I follow 50 to 100. And then Sunday, I do the unfollow. Like I give them a couple days to give them the chance to follow me back. And then Sunday is when I do my mass unfollowing. So I'm not unfollowing every single day. Yep. Yeah, and I found there was a top coach, I can't remember who it was, but her Instagram got deleted because she was using one of the third-party tools for growing her Instagram, but so far, Cleaner has been okay.
Yeah, pretty sure I can't add anybody right now because I use Jumper, and so now I'm like completely blocked from following people for the last like 3 weeks. So
Dang.
I can't follow anybody at all.
Can you, I know one thing, like you could do that, like it's a little slower and not as quick of a process is like finding people, like searching places and stuff and finding people and just like blowing up their feed by liking like 3 or 4 or 5 photos.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what screwed my Instagram right now, so I can't do anything for following. So
Dang. Yeah, definitely like it just that doing that and then using hashtags too. Yeah, so I follow people in hopes of them following me back to grow my following. And if they don't follow me back, because I'm only inviting the people that are following me anyways. So if they're not following me back, then it's not serving either of us by me following them. So I unfollowed people that don't follow me back. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all questions. Awesome. I hope this was helpful in terms of because I think growing your following is so huge because you want and need more eyes on your stuff. But definitely like using your hashtags, making a hashtag list of like 25 to 30 hashtags, um, um, tagging your locations and your pictures, following new people, all that kind of stuff is going to help grow your following. And then, posting obviously every single day and showing up, in your stories. Awesome. Okay, yeah, that is all I have for you guys. If you have any other questions, and you can always search for more trainings on YouTube, or you can go to JanelleSummers.com. She's got a ton on there to find different ways of like following up and all that stuff. Everything that I learn, I literally learn from YouTube. If I want to know anything about like what a coach is doing that's doing well, I search their YouTube channel. And I'll always do my best to bring it to like our team page and stuff as well. But that is all I have. I'm going to take a quick boomerang for stories. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.